Hello and welcome to Random Tech Info, and today we're talking about the Realme 7 5G. And if you're wondering where I am, I'm back in Studio A. I haven't been in Studio A for a while. I've done most of my recordings lately in my home studio, but I'm doing this in my car quickly today because I want this video to come out quickly after the events of this morning. So the Realme 7 5G launched this morning, and it was featured almost immediately thereafter by Lou on Unbox Therapy. Lou has a lot of watchers in North America. He's based out of Canada. So I wanted to release this video right away to let US customers know whether or not this phone would work here. Lou is the biggest, or one of the two biggest tech YouTubers on the planet. So when people watch his videos, they oftentimes are like, oh, well, that looks cool. Maybe I should go out and buy that. His video, by the way, was a sponsored video, and there's nothing wrong with that. He mentioned that down in the description of the video, so he's not trying to hide anything. But either way, he's going to introduce this phone to a lot of people in the North American market, and this phone is not going to be sold in the North American market. So you'll have to get it through a third-party seller, bring it over here. There won't be a warranty. So it's really important for you to know before you take the plunge and buy this thing whether or not it will work here. And this phone seems to be a really great value. It's about $300 USD. It's got a decent camera. It seems to have a decent camera on it. Decent processor that can seem to run most games on close to highest settings and not have a lot of issues. It has a huge 5,000 milliamp hour battery, and it has a 120 hertz screen, which once again for that $300 price point is really great. That's something that you don't always see. In fact, it's something you never see at that price point. So I could see why a lot of people would be interested in this phone, but will it work here? Can you actually bring it over into the US and have it work on US carriers? So there's three major US carriers now: Verizon, AT&T, and T-Mobile. Let's just get two of them out of the way right away. Verizon and AT&T probably won't work. Both of those networks need phones to be certified to work on their networks. Verizon and AT&T are requiring phone certifications to have full access to their cellular networks, and this phone has not been approved on either network. It probably won't get approved to work on either network, so it's probably not going to work on either network, at least not very well. If for some weird reason it would get approved on Verizon, it's still probably not going to work real well. It only uses one of their 5G frequency bands. It uses one of their sub-6 bands. It doesn't use any of their millimeter wave bands. That shouldn't be a surprise. It does use 4 out of 5 of their 4G bands, but it's missing their main band, band 13. So you're probably not going to get great 4G coverage with Verizon anyway. So Verizon's definitely a no-go, even if it gets certified. And on AT&T, the news is a little bit better. It uses 6 out of 9 of their 4G bands, and it does use their main sub-6 5G band. So the hardware is there to work on AT&T, but once again, without that certification, probably a no-go. So that leaves T-Mobile, and T-Mobile is definitely your best bet to get this phone to work here. It does not use any of their sub-6 5G bands, but it does use their mid-band 5G band. So if you get T-Mobile mid-band 5G where you live, that should work. It uses 5 out of 6 of their 4G bands, including all the main ones. So it should work on T-Mobile. T-Mobile, as best as I know, as of today, in November of 2020, does not have any weird certification processes to get phones to work on their networks. You should just be able to pop in your SIM card and get it to work. I can't guarantee that because the phone was not designed to be used on T-Mobile, but the hardware is there. I don't think T-Mobile will block it. So you should be good to go on T-Mobile with this phone, but they're honestly probably the only carrier you can reliably use. So that's all the useful information I have today about the Realme 7 5G. Like I said, I wanted to get this out quickly because the phone just dropped, and I want people to know whether or not it's going to work where they live before they actually order the dang thing. It's only $300, so if you did get it and it doesn't work, at least you can use it around your house on the Wi-Fi, but you won't get very good cellular connectivity unless you're on T-Mobile and you get good mid-band 5G where you live. So anyway, that's all the information I have for today. As always, thanks for watching. Until next time, this is Rando Tech Info, signing out.